Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
I got in trouble at school today.
Dude, it was the first day of class. How'd you already get in trouble?
Well, the teacher was talking about relationships, so I raised my hand. She says, "Yes, Tommy?" I say, "Well, Teach, relationships kind of remind me of the first day of school. You're so excited, but at the end of the day, you realize it's just the same crap, different classroom."
No! Your mom is gonna kill both of us.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud, how was school?
Good, but I had to break up with my girlfriend.
Really, what happened?
Well, it was all because she joined the tennis team. And she says, "Tennis? Why tennis?" I said, "Hey, listen. It's because love means nothing to you."
That's true. Hey, John, want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Little Johnny was working at a pickle factory for about 20 years. He came home one day and he says, "Oh, Susie, I've got this desire to put my pecker in the pickle slicer." She says, "Little Johnny, there's something wrong with you. Maybe you should go see a therapist." Little Johnny says, "No, I think I can do this on my own. I think I can make sure that I don't put my pecker in the pickle slicer." Well, a couple weeks go by. Little Johnny comes home. He says, "Little Susie," he says, I couldn't hold back. I ended up doing it. I stuck my pecker in the pickle slicer." She says, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" He says, "Well, I got fired." She goes, "Oh yeah, but what happened to the pickle slicer?" He says, "Well, I'm pretty sure she got fired too." Little Johnny's in class and the teacher says, "All right, kids, I want you to tell me some medicines and what they do for you." Little Susie raises her hand and she says, "Tylenol." She says, "That's great, little Susie, but what does Tylenol do for you?" She says, "Well, it helps you with your headaches." She says, "You're correct." Little Billy raises his hand and he says, "NyQuil." She says, "Okay, but what does NyQuil do for you?" He says, "Well, NyQuil helps you when you have a cold. It helps you sleep at night." So little Johnny raises his hand and he says, "Viagra." She goes, "Okay, yeah, but what does Viagra do for you?" He says, "Well, it helps with diarrhea." She goes, "Diarrhea? What do you mean diarrhea?" He says, "Well, that's what Mom gives Dad every night so that his shit gets harder." Okay, tell the joke.
Hey, Dad, want to hear a joke?
Yeah, I want to hear a joke.
What do you call a guy that never farts in public?
I have no idea. What do you call him?
A private tutor.
Hey, John, want to hear a joke?
Yep.
Little Johnny gets into a car accident and he hurts his neck real bad, and so he's in the hospital and they have to force feed him up through his ass. So after a couple of days, the nurse coming in and shoving this tube up his ass to force feed him, he says, "Hey, nurse, you got another one of them machines?" She says, "Yeah, of course I do. Why?" He says, "Oh, I just wanted to invite you to dinner tomorrow."